Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. If you're watching this and you haven't yet been blessed with a child, know that you are not alone. The journey of waiting, sometimes years, sometimes longer, is often filled with deep emotions, hope, longing, and sometimes heartache. It's a pain that is often silent, a struggle unseen by many, but very real and heavy on your heart. Many people feel isolated in this wait. Friends and family may not always understand the depth of your feelings, and sometimes the questions can feel overwhelming. When will it be your turn? Or, why hasn't Allah answered your prayer yet? These moments can bring tears you hide away, prayers whispered in the quiet of the night, and a longing that seems endless. But today, we want to remind you that this is a common hardship, one faced by many before you and many after. You are part of a larger story, a story of patience, trust, and hope. The Quran tells us that Allah is closer to us than our jugular vein, and He hears every tear that falls silently, every heartfelt dua whispered from your soul. This dua we will share with you is not just words. It is a source of hope, healing, and connection. It is a reminder that Allah listens and He answers in ways that are best for you, even if the answer takes time. So take a moment now to breathe deeply. Acknowledge your feelings, your pain, and your hopes. Know that your pain is seen by the Most Merciful and your prayers are heard. If you are struggling with infertility or waiting for a child, pause and breathe. Know that your pain is heard by the Most Merciful. Comment below. What is your biggest hope or fear about having a child? Please share your thoughts or feelings about this dua and how waiting for a child affects you emotionally. The power of dua in Islam. In the journey of life, especially during moments of difficulty and uncertainty, like waiting for a child, one of the most powerful tools you have is dua, your personal, direct conversation with Allah. Dua is not just asking for something. It is an intimate connection with the Creator, a heartfelt plea from your soul. Allah's mercy is boundless, and He promises us that He hears and responds to every sincere prayer. The Quran beautifully reminds us of this in Surah Ghafir. And your Lord says, "Call upon me, I will respond to you." Quran 40:60. This verse is a beacon of hope. No matter how long the wait, no matter how heavy the heart, Allah encourages us to call upon Him with certainty that He will answer, though sometimes in ways we may not expect, and often at the time that is best for us. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, himself was an example of constant supplication, especially in times of hardship. He taught us to never lose hope in the mercy of Allah. In one hadith, the Prophet said, "Dua is worship." Tirmidhi. This means that when you raise your hands and ask Allah with sincerity, you are engaging in an act of worship, connecting directly with the most compassionate. During the most challenging moments, making dua becomes a source of strength and solace. It allows you to pour out your worries, hopes, and fears to Allah, who knows what lies hidden in your heart. This is why dua is not just about the words, but the feeling behind them, trust, reliance, and hope. When you make your dua, try to do it with full sincerity and trust in Allah's wisdom. Let your heart be open, knowing that Allah is near, listening, and answering in the best way. Try to make this dua with full sincerity and trust. Write it down or say it aloud now, and let your heart feel the connection with Allah. Have you ever felt a special moment when a dua was answered? Please share your experience below. The dua to make when waiting for a child. When the heart longs for a child, turning to Allah with a sincere and hopeful prayer is one of the most beautiful acts you can do. One powerful dua taught to us in the Quran is from the story of Prophet Ibrahim, who prayed for righteous offspring. Rabbi habli min al-salihin, Rabbi habli min al-salihin. My Lord, grant me a child from among the righteous. Quran 37:100. This dua is simple yet profound. It is not just asking for a child, but specifically asking for a righteous and pious child, one who will grow with good character, faith, and a heart full of worship for Allah. It reminds us that the quality of the blessing is just as important as the blessing itself. By making this dua, you are expressing your trust in Allah's wisdom and plan, recognizing that a child is a blessing that comes with responsibility and honor. It's a dua filled with hope for not just any child, but the best for you and your family. It's important to repeat this dua often, with patience and persistence. The Quran teaches us about patience in many places, reminding us that Allah's timing is perfect. Sometimes the answer to our prayers comes immediately. Sometimes it takes time. And sometimes the answer might be different from what we imagined, but always for our good. In your moments of dua, approach Allah with humility and sincerity. Speak to Him from your heart, without hesitation or doubt. Remember that Allah loves those who turn to Him in sincere need and hope. You can say this dua in your own language too, expressing your deepest feelings, but holding on to the meaning that you ask for a righteous and blessed child. Keep faith, keep hope alive, and keep making this dua with full trust in Allah's mercy. Repeat this dua now and write it in the comments. Let's create a community of hope and faith together. Would you be comfortable sharing your favorite dua or verse that gives you strength? Real-life contemporary stories of hope and patience. Sometimes, when we are deep in our own struggles, it's easy to feel alone or think that our pain is unique. But around the world today, countless stories remind us that Allah's mercy is alive and active, offering hope and blessings to those who wait patiently and pray sincerely. Take, for example, the story of Fatima from Egypt. For many years, she and her husband struggled with infertility. They sought medical advice, tried treatments, and above all, kept turning to Allah in dua. Every day, Fatima would recite the dua, Rabbi habli min al-salihin, with unwavering faith. Despite many disappointments, she never gave up. After years of persistent prayer and patience, Allah blessed her with a healthy baby boy. A blessing that brought immense joy not only to her family, but to her entire community. Fatima's story is a powerful reminder that Allah's timing is perfect, and His mercy can transform our deepest pain into joy. Similarly, in Indonesia, a couple named Ahmad and Siti found peace after coming to terms with their situation. They accepted Allah's plan, embracing patience and gratitude despite not having children for many years. Their faith deepened through support groups and spiritual counseling, where they met others walking similar paths. One day, unexpectedly, Siti became pregnant. The couple's joy was a testament to the power of acceptance, patience, and dua. Around the world, many organizations and charities have also stepped forward to support couples waiting for children, providing medical help, counseling, and emotional support. These efforts echo the teachings of Islam, encouraging compassion and hope. These stories are not isolated miracles from the past, but living signs of Allah's mercy happening every day. They encourage us to hold on to hope, to remain patient, and to trust in Allah's wisdom. Do you know someone who is waiting and hoping for a child? Tag them or share your prayers for them here. Have you been inspired by stories of patience and faith? Share one you know or have heard recently. Quranic stories of prophets who prayed for children. Throughout the Quran, we find inspiring stories of prophets who faced deep longing and hardship as they prayed for children. Proof that this struggle is both timeless and honored by Allah. Their journeys teach us patience, trust, and the unwavering hope that Allah's mercy will prevail. One of the most touching stories is that of Prophet Zakaria a.s. He and his wife longed for a child for many years, but remained patient in their faith. Zakaria turned to Allah with heartfelt dua, asking for a righteous heir to continue the legacy of faith. Allah answered his prayer and granted him Yahya, John the Baptist, a prophet known for his purity and devotion. This story reminds us that no matter how long the wait, Allah hears the prayers of his servants, especially when made with humility and sincerity. Another profound example is Prophet Ibrahim, Apahes, and his wife Sarah. Despite their old age and the impossibility by worldly standards, they never lost hope. Ibrahim made a heartfelt dua asking Allah to bless him with righteous offspring. Allah responded by granting them the gift of Prophet Ishaq, Isaac. Their story is a powerful reminder that Allah's power transcends all limits and that He grants blessings beyond what we can imagine. Prophet Ayub, us, offers another source of inspiration. Known for his extraordinary patience, he faced severe trials, including loss of health and family. Yet, he remained steadfast, continuously turning to Allah in dua, never losing hope. In the end, Allah restored his health and granted him a new family, showing that endurance and faith in Allah's plan are always rewarded. These stories teach us that the journey of waiting and praying for children is honored by Allah, just as it was honored in the lives of the prophets. Their experiences encourage us to trust deeply in Allah's wisdom and timing. As you face your own journey, remember that you are walking a path trodden by these great souls. Let their stories inspire your heart and strengthen your faith. Reflect on the stories of these prophets. Which story speaks to your heart the most? Share your thoughts below. Do you find strength in Quranic stories? Let us know how they inspire you in your journey. Spiritual and practical advice. As you continue on this journey of hoping and praying for a child, it's important to remember that patience, sabr, is a key virtue in Islam. The Quran reminds us again and again that those who are patient will be rewarded beyond measure. Alongside patience, maintain your prayers, salah, and keep turning to Allah with reliance, tawakkul, knowing that He is the best disposer of affairs. But patience and dua are not the only steps. Islam encourages us to take practical measures as well. Seeking help is not a sign of weakness. It's a part of using the means Allah has provided. Whether it's consulting doctors, joining support groups, or talking to counselors who understand your emotional needs, these efforts complement your spiritual work. The balance between spiritual reliance and practical action is beautifully illustrated in the Prophet Muhammad's, peace be upon him, life. He prayed earnestly, but also encouraged seeking treatment and taking care of our health. Along this path, don't forget to express gratitude for the blessings already present in your life, family, friends, health, or simply the strength to keep going. Gratitude opens the heart and strengthens faith, helping us remain hopeful through the ups and downs. Remember, this journey is not just about the destination, but about growing closer to Allah and deepening your faith with each step. What are some small steps you take daily to keep hope alive? Share your routines or tips for others. Do you combine spiritual and practical efforts? Tell us how you balance both in your journey. Closing, hope and encouragement. As we come to the end of this video, remember this: Allah's mercy is vast beyond measure, and His love for His servants is infinite. No tear falls without His knowledge. No heartfelt prayer goes unheard. The journey of waiting for a child can be hard, but it is also a journey filled with hope, growth, and deep connection to your faith. Keep making dua with sincerity and patience. Keep your heart open to the blessings Allah has in store for you, even if they come in unexpected ways or times. Your story is unique, but your hope is shared by many, and Allah is with all of you every step of the way. Please share this video with anyone you know who might need a reminder of Allah's mercy and the power of prayer. Together, we can build a community of hope, faith, and support. Before you leave, post a prayer or hope for yourself or others in the comments. Let's build a circle of hope and faith together. If this video gave you comfort or inspiration, please share how and what you'll remember most.